Here we go. The date is 12/8/2016. It's 12/7/2016. Time is 12:48 a.m. Was just upstairs listening to In Rainbows. I think it passed by me or went over my head like the last time I listened to that. Just how fucking amazing an album that is. Just because, just before it was like, I just thought most of it was just Tom York just being weird for the sake of being weird. Because he's kind of got that like fucking, like Tootie. I have no idea what I'm saying, but he's just, sometimes he likes to just be weird for the sake of it. But the funny thing about that is sometimes you just think that, but then you listen and there's always a reason for everything that he's doing. And, this listen through on In Rainbows was, just I heard everybody always said that was about infidelity, because I never got that read before. I always thought it was about just the fear of death. It's as soft as your pillow. I always related that line to, Airbag, the first song on OK Computer. An airbag saved my life, and it's as soft as your pillow. Pillow airbag. I always thought he was doing something with that, and so I always thought he's saying death is as soft as your pillow. Like you don't even feel it. And just I always thought that album had more to do with death. But now I can hear the infidelity part of it, because he's mentioning a lot of the time on that album your eyes. He's always talking about eyes, and I don't know if he's just feeling like he can just be feeling like the eyes can see right through you, and or I don't know if that's part of it, but it's just and there's a lot of shit going on in the background in that album, just little garnishes, little organs and stuff, and there were parts of that that felt like there's some sort of synesthesia going on with it, that part in Reckoner. Was it Reckoner or the song before Reckoner? Or Jigsaw Falling into Place? I forget. Whichever one it was, but it's just the lightning bolts. Something about lightning bolts or high voltage hitting you when you're laying in bed or something, and Kiss Goodnight. No, House of Cards that's on. I could just relate to that feeling of just laying in bed and just high voltage fucking shocks of just worry. It could be about anything, but for me it was always just just wondering where I'm going in life, and that's you can read a lot into that album. It's just a very good album. And every time I listen to it, I hear something that I missed before. It's always the mark of something good when that happens. But it was some part in what was I about? I was about to say something else about that. But I forget what it was. But yeah, it was just some organ sound in the background, just as representing those shocks you get at night when you're just worried about something. And yeah, that's what I was going to mention. I think there's the underlying theme of that is the whole album is just pretending things are okay when they're just drastically wrong. All I Need, that song's kind of about that. And there's one on the second disc. There's a disc 2 of In Rainbows, and the last song on that is called 4-Minute Warning. And that's just it's just pretending things are all right when they're not. I think that's another thing going on with that album that I can relate to that feeling. But other than that, so today was pretty cool, I guess. Wrote a little. When I say I wrote some lyrics, what I mean is I wrote one line, or sat 2 hours just staring at a screen for one line. That's what I mean when I say I'm writing lyrics. But I feel like that. Every time I write a lyric, I just feel like it's coming together a little more, and I can get a little more of a sense of where the album's going. it's just because I really want to make this. I feel like this could be something special if I really fucking really get down to it. So that's cool. Yeah, I didn't realize how much In Rainbows, that album, and just the videos that they did afterwards, like, in the basement or whatever. This Scotch Mist, I think the video was called, on the Radiohead, YouTube page. I didn't realize how much that fucking, that was an influence on, just the state of YouTube at that time. Because right after that was when, Jack Conte started making like video songs, and I feel like that was directly inspired by the song Videotape. Just not only the concept of a video song, but just the feeling of that song and the feeling of that album was, just in that little world, in that little space of YouTube in 2008 around, with Jack Conte and fucking Lewis Cole. That little space there was directly inspired. I didn't realize how much it was inspired by, or, it seems to be inspired by In Rainbows. And not only that, but In Rainbows was the first big album to kind of be like an independent thing. It was like, because, they put it on their website and said, name your price. That was the first album to do. That was the first Bandcamp album. 10 years before the fucking, or I don't know, more like 8 or so, 7 or 6 years, I don't know. But yeah, so that was like one of the first independent efforts, and Jack Conte is a big independent guy, so that album was highly influential on that space and time, and I didn't realize how fucking influential it was on that little space and time. And me, and just, it's funny how things can indirectly influence what you're doing, and you never heard them before. And I feel like that's what In Rainbows did, because I was around that time. This is more 2010 when I started Hey Major 7th. That was, I think more than anything, Maddox, the writer, Best Page in Universe, I think that was what got me to do it, like, was the, kick in the ass to do it. Because he made a video at the time. It was like, it was something like, share your voice with the world because, the popular people on YouTube suck. Something like that. And I was like, yeah, my voice is going to be better. Naive. Actually not naive. I still feel just as ambitious as I did then, if not more. But, what was I just saying there? But it was this, that was right around the time, 2010, that I found Jack Conte. And, that's what I was basing my, I didn't want to quite be him, but I wanted to, sort of be like that. And I just, it's like I didn't even listen to Radiohead then, and they were still influencing me. So, that's the magic of that, is that it influenced me without even me realizing it. And then you go back to it, and then you can hear how much it was influencing you. Just indirectly. And, that's fucking magical, I think. And not only that, but, well, I'd say, see, that's what I hoped it. It's, it's just like a cascading fucking, or like a wave of fucking, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying. Fall like dominoes in pretty patterns. It's a line from Faust Arp. I don't know how to say it. I've only read it. Follow. It's it's because it's it's indirect manipulation. I have no idea what I'm saying now. Just rambling at this point. I really do. That was a very good album, though. I'm bad. Every time I listen to it, I hear something different. I said that twice, and I have to mention that I said that twice. Today, the dizziness seems to have gone down to a level that it's not been at for years. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying. I just feel good today. I feel fantastic today. Okay, 10 minutes. Goodbye.